My goat, one of my goats. I feel like I always got to shout out my guy, Coach Cal, because he gets a bad rap sometimes, but he's starting to right things at Arkansas, coming off a big win over Louisville, a much needed win that they needed, and kind of trying to get things back on track with their very talented front court and Darius A. Cup, Malik Thomas, and other people on their team. Trayvon Brazile with a really good game, but we got Coach Cal on the mic, and that's my favorite Coach Cal.
Uh,
Coach Cal was at a press conference and he talked about the state of college basketball, and he played all the hits in this one. He talked about how transactional it is. He talked about how old these teams are and everything about it is. And he had the phrase, crazy thing is, he's using NIL, talking about players, for his first wife's alimony. Are we nuts? Now he's doing a little bit of like, what's the word when you're, is it like he's being he's embellishing?
Facetious,
Yeah,
embellishing.
facetious.
Yeah,
That's
any
what
of
it is.
those.
He's being
Yeah, yeah.
facetious. I didn't want to throw it out there and be wrong. I know people are on my ass all the time. He's being facetious when he says this. Maybe. There are some really
Yeah,
old guys in
right.
college basketball. I would love to see what Chad Baker-Mazara is doing with his NIL. But um, what do you think? What do you take from his comments about the state of college basketball? Is this just a classic, like the sport is really, really old right now kind of comment?
A little bit, yeah. I think there's a couple angles you could look at this. The one is like the angle that I prefer to approach it with is that Cal loves his team. We get these quotes when Cal is very high on the upside of the squad that he's put together. It makes me think back to when the Rob Dillingham and Reed Shepherd team going into that year. Now, of course, that one ended unceremoniously, but I think he had an inkling that pair in the backcourt was going to be electric alongside Antonio Reeves as well, who he got back. Remember when he was flicking up outside of Drake's house and
Mm.
like doing those jokes that's like, oh, this wouldn't really be funny if your average guy said it, but because it's Cal, who's just like a loud Italian American leaning into the shtick, it's like pretty entertaining. Like he does this stuff when he's confident in his team. That's one way to look at it, and I hope that's where we're at, Cart, because I think the sport is more fun when John Calipari and his teams are like actually pushing for deep tournament runs as opposed to, I don't know, squeaking by Winthrop or dropping games that they should win in SEC play against the likes of LSU and Missouri, like in Oklahoma, like they did last year. The other angle would be Cal realizes that everybody can pay players now and everybody can use sort of shady practices to acquire dudes, and he's slightly perturbed by it because he reminisces at a time in the 2000s when it was like he was the only one doing some of these, unsavory practices, so to speak, to bring talent to his rosters.
Yeah, look, I think it's always funny when Coach Cal comments on this stuff because of, what he was doing. And you know what I'm saying? My dog he was one of the coaches that's first team all NIL before NIL was actually a thing. You know what I'm saying? Him and Nick Saban are the founding fathers, in my opinion, of the NIL, and they deserve their credit for what it is. But um there are a lot of old players in college basketball. It is what it is. I don't even know if I've ever got your actual statement on it, Riley, because it's like I'm indifferent about it because I think it's awesome that like there's guys that aren't choosing to go play for the main Red Claws and they're
Mm-hmm.
just choosing to play college basketball and like be good at college basketball. There's also some where I'm like, okay, job, you know what I'm saying? Like it's time to move
Right.
on. Where are you at on the state of college basketball? Because honestly, the state of college basketball seems to be like it should be in a good spot because there's a lot of talent and everything going on, but also it's like in a bad spot because everyone's mad about, tournaments in Dubai and players era and guys being so old. Where do you land on the state of college basketball spectrum?
Yeah, I think there's two different thought processes in terms of like the state for college basketball for me as a fan versus the state of college basketball for me as someone who does content and does reaction videos with my friends. Because in terms of that, it's like we love it because it gives us content across the year where we're able to talk about who's that dude who was with the Westchester Knicks who's going to play for BYU.
Oh, I forgot his name. I forgot, but
Gosh, what's
yeah.
his name? Abdullah. I think
Yeah,
his
Abdullah.
last name's
Yep.
Abdullah.
Yep.
Like you get stuff like that where when I take a step back, it's like this is truly ridiculous. And my friends who graduated from Carolina with me 10 years ago are like, dude, this even with UNC kind of being a little bit stinky over the past 5 years, the lack of like the connection you build with the team definitely doesn't help with fandom as well. And I don't know. I mean, my wife was a lifelong Carolina fan, and I think going into this year, she was like, I don't know anybody on this team. Where's the connection for me? Where I'm like, oh yeah, sometimes I forget about like the people who aren't working in this space. You do lose some of that nostalgia. You lose some of what made this sport feel so special once upon a time. And I like as a fan, I don't want to lose sight of that. I don't want to lose track of these memories that I used to have of actually getting to know a team over the course of 4 years, even though like the chaotic nature of the transfer portal and pros coming over is pretty fun from a content perspective. So I feel like in kind of keeping with the Sleepers brand, I sort of fluctuate back and forth. I don't take one stance or another. For some reason, the whole Tyon Grant Foster thing, I was like, seriously, dude, year 7, like, just go try to make it in a pro league. I didn't, but I also didn't think he would be impactful for Gonzaga, which I was wrong about. Whereas with like some of the G League guys coming over or the European pros coming over, it's like, all right, whatever. There, if no one's gonna stop you, like add talent in a way to do it. Maybe it's like if I get tired of seeing you over the past 5 or 6 years, I'm like, let's move on. But if you're just now coming over to college, I'm a little bit more likely to say, oh, this is kind of fun. This is
Yeah,
novel. Yeah.
yeah, like the G League guys, like you made your choice. Like coming back is crazy to me. It's just like I don't really get with that decision. But also like, you know, the one thing that I have reservations about is see like you're not seeing it this year because I feel like the freshman class has been so awesome. But the part that people talked about was like guys like the freshman class kind of getting thrown to the side because
Right.
of all the older guys are bringing over. That's not the case, which kind of makes the state of college basketball this year like really, really fun because like you had this awesome freshman class, you also have some awesome upperclassmen, so like it makes it feel like the sport's in a really good spot. And I'll tell you this goes to Coach Cal directly here. Crazy thing is, Coach Cal, I know you like talented basketball players. You would get a starting five with guys paying their first wife's alimony if they're hooping.
Yeah. Right.
Like
Like,
that, at the end of the day, do what you want with your NIL. Are you
uh,
hooping?
I mean, even I think it'll be fascinating to see how Cal alters his roster building approach going forward because he's got to be kicking himself that he has Acuff and Malik Thomas who are out there hooping. Billy Richmond's made some strides. Carter Knox had some good games. And yet he looks at this front court and it's like, oh, I kept Trevin Brazil, who was getting tossed around like a rag doll by Cam Boozer. Like, I bet he wishes he would have gone and got Tez de Ridder, 22-year old out of Belgium who is absolutely hooping for Virginia right now. Like but the thing about Cal that you always got to give him credit for, you can knock him for any number of things with how he and his teams have performed over the past 6 or 7. I'm not even trying to do the meme.
Yeah,
Let's
but
say
you get it, Riley.
the last 5 to 7 years he adapts quickly and he figures out how to procure talent. And I would not be surprised at all if it's not just like they added some random Euro this year just to like, it seemed like they were doing a favor for his agent, but to like actually get some real international talent going forward, would not be surprised at all if Cal starts dipping his toes in those waters.
Yeah, the one thing that you can never ever put out of the realm of possibility is that Cal will dip his toe in things. That honestly, that should be put on a t-shirt. If my dog can find a way to win basketball games, there will be toe dipping. You know how we do ass shaking? He will do toe dipping at any turn in order to win hoop games. And is that not the way you would want to approach it? That's your coach?
Absolutely. Get talent by any means necessary until someone stops you.
Yeah. You got a throat lodges in, Riley? You got a little sore throat going on? What we got?
Yes, I do need a throat lozenge.
Are,
I'm
are we
going to get
fighting?
one after
Are we
this one.
fighting demons right now?
I have been dealing with postnasal drip and some sort of cold for the better part of 2 weeks now.
Oh man, it's going around. Last thing on this one, I'll say. I do feel sorry though for a little bit some of these freshmen that aren't ready that have to like go up against 24-year-olds.
Yeah,
Like
that part doesn't seem right.
it doesn't seem fair to a
It
certain
doesn't.
point. But also at the same time, I'm team like, you know what I'm saying? Once that kid can walk, like gun him up. You know what I'm
I
saying? So
mean, Cal's old team employed Andrea Yelovich. I don't know about your freshman, but I mean, my freshman went into rough. My freshman went into rough and said, "May I have this dance? Step back three, take it to the whole game winner." So not all freshmen are built like that, but I mean, my freshmen are.
the way you are working North Carolina into today's videos is really impressive. That's all I really want to say about the situation.
Thank you,
I
thank you.
appreciate you for what it's worth.